Hello and welcome everyone. Live stream issue squared away. Okay, sorry for the delay. Welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and the creator of Conscious Self-Healing, a 6-week course to help people take their power back from the system, take their power and take their health into their own hands. Our bodies are designed to heal themselves every single time. So today I am doing a shout out to all of you light workers. If you're watching this, you're a light worker, because light workers are attracted to this. People that have not been doing the inner work, people that are not interested in this aren't going to be hearing this. So light workers, I am talking to you. Light workers, this is our time on this planet. We came here for this time in particular, right now. This is our time. Each and every one of us came here with a dream in our hearts. We came here with a dream of a beautiful world. A world where we live in peace and harmony, well-being, where we like each other, we get along with each other, we share and care with and about each other. Heaven on earth is every human's birthright. This beautiful planet is a 12th dimensional planet by design. It is designed to be heaven, literally heaven on earth. But that's not been our experience, has it? We don't appear to be living in any heaven on earth right now. But light workers, this is our time. This is why we came. We came bringing the light. We are returning the light to this planet. Humanity has been living in the dark for a very long time. We've been living in a low vibrational frequency, okay? On a scale from hell to heaven, hell, we have doubt, guilt, shame, blame, fear, disease, poverty, war, pestilence, crime, punishment. All of these things are components of the dark. They are components that create hell on earth for us all. The light is joy, ease, peace, fun, freedom, play, creativity. All of those things generate health and well-being. They generate heaven on earth. The light and the dark, we are watching the battle of the light and dark play out. And it's not a battle. It is a rebalancing. For a long time, the dark has prevailed. The dark has been the dominant force on this planet. We have been living in states of war, disease, poverty, lack, where people don't have clean drinking water, where our air and our soils are being poisoned, where the bees are being killed off, where Mother Earth, the rainforests are being burned and raped, where the land is being leveled. Okay, this is not heaven on earth. This is not us living in peace and harmony with the earth or within each other or within ourselves. Light workers, this is our time. This is our time to start shining the light. And we cannot shine our light when we are sick. And we cannot shine our light when we are worried about our health. We cannot shine our light when we are running around in fear of getting sick. We are, all of us, all of humanity, we're infinite beings here in physical bodies to have a temporary physical experience. We are not these bodies. We are the infinite being, the non-physical beings in these bodies. And the experience that we have on this earth is up to each and every one of us. However, our experiences don't seem to be in our control. None of us would create the experience that is playing out on the world stage right now. But the unfortunate fact of the matter is that we have created this, all of us, all of humanity together has created the world situation. We are by nature creator beings, and each and every one of us is creating our own individual reality. Although it appears that there is a great big shared collective reality. But let's really take a look at this. Let's dissect this. Let's shine a little light on what's actually going on here. Okay, we're each creating our own reality. So what does that mean? Let me give you an example from my own life. When I suddenly found my reality filled with cancer, I was a little perturbed. I was a little upset that my situation had deteriorated to that point where suddenly there it was staring me in the face. The thing that happened in that moment that I realized what was actually going on, I said, wait a minute. I don't really know what's going on here. I don't know how this got created in my reality, but the only thing I do know is that I created this. Somehow I created this for myself. So my approach was, if I created this, then I can also uncreate it. So my approach to heal myself was to figure out how I had created the pickle boat that I was in, and I set about uncreating that. So let's look at the world situation right now. How did we, as a collective, create the current situation? Well, we created it the same way we create anything else in our lives. We create with our imagination. We create with whatever it is that we are dreaming about, whatever it is we are focusing on. Our imagination is our strongest, most powerful tool. It is how we create realities. However, our imaginations have been hijacked in this reality. Our imaginations have been pointed in specific directions. Look at all the TV commercials. Every single TV commercial takes our imagination and points it in the direction of the commercial. The commercial paints a picture in our imagination. As we are watching that commercial, our imagination is being drawn in a specific focus. When we watch the news, stories are painted across our imagination for us to focus on. Let's look at it this way. We've got a bunch of, I know who's watching out here. We've got some amazing musicians in this audience here. Some extremely talented musicians, orchestra musicians. Think about this. In an orchestra, everybody's playing their own part. Everybody has their own instrument. We've got a conductor the guy with the baton who keeps everybody organized and playing the same part of the music, playing in harmony, on pitch at the same time. We have the first violin, the concert master who stands up at the beginning before they start playing the tune, and they tune. The concert master plays one note, and everybody in the orchestra tunes their instrument to match that note. The conductor, the music director, picks the piece of music that the orchestra is going to play. The first violin sets the tone, the pitch for everyone. And then, as the symphony is being played, the first violins are reading certain notes. The second violins are reading different notes. The oboes are reading completely different notes. Percussion, totally different. Cellos, completely different notes. Everybody's playing something totally different in each section. But together, it makes a beautiful, harmonious piece. Let's translate that over to the stories that we are told about our bodies, about what's wrong with our bodies. We have been told that there's something wrong out there. And we've all been tuned in to the same note, the same piece of music. So each and every one of us has our spot in the orchestra. And the conductors are the ones that are setting the tone. They have chosen the story. The first the concert master comes through the loudspeaker of our news and our media, telling us, hey, play this note over here. You guys are falling behind. Wait a minute. No, get back in line. We have all created our realities. Our imaginations have all been tuned to the same note. So some of us are playing a cello piece. Some of us are playing an oboe piece. We're not playing, the cellos and the oboes don't play the same notes. None of us are playing the same notes, but we're all playing the same piece. We have to stop. We have to turn our attention away from the concert master who is creating a very unpleasant reality for all of us, and start tuning in to what do we want to create. The light workers, we are here. We have had a dream in our hearts of a beautiful earth where we all live healthy, happy, harmonious lives, where we each get to go out and play. But we've all been tuned into, you have to work, you have to do this, and it's not fun. We've lost our zest for life. We've lost our play. We've lost that joie de vivre. And it's that joie de vivre, it's our play, it's our fun, it's our joy that makes us healthy. This is where health and happiness and harmony come from, of each one of us expressing ourselves, going out and playing and having fun. And the only way we can do that is to stop listening to all of the stories that tell us that we can't do that. All of the stories that tell us that being an individual, that, hey, being an orchestra musician, you're never going to make any money at that. You can't do that. You got to go get a real job. Stop listening to these. We need you orchestra musicians. The world needs music. Music is the language of the spheres. It is the universe's language. It's the language we all need to hear. Every one of us has our own unique language, our own unique instruments to play. Our bodies are our instruments. It's up to us to tune our own instrument. And we can only tune our own instrument when we're playing to the beat of our own drum. When we are our own concert master. When we stop listening to the stories about what's wrong with us. Because you know what? There's nothing wrong with any of us. And there's nothing wrong with our bodies. Our bodies are designed to do exactly what they're doing. Our bodies are reflecting. They are reflecting the stories that don't match the dream in our hearts. When we're not living our light, when we've turned our light off, when we've allowed the external world to dim our light. Because we've all been taught that we have to tune to the same note, that we all have to be on the exact same page. No, we don't. Just like the orchestra, the oboes play completely different notes than the flutes. But together, it's beautiful. We don't all have to be on the same page. But we can't be clashing, we can't be fighting, and we can't be fighting our own bodies. We can't be listening to the stories that tell us there's something wrong with our bodies, because it's not true. Our bodies are designed to produce uncomfortable symptoms, to let us know that we're playing the wrong notes, that we're not playing our own notes, we're playing somebody else's notes. It's time for us to take our power back. It's time for us to play our own notes. It's time for us to turn off the loudspeaker and to tune in to the whisper in our heart. The whisper of our soul. It's time to tune in. I was on a meeting the other day. There were about 6 or 8 of us on this meeting. And somebody mentioned about television. And all of us didn't have a TV. Not one single one of us in that meeting. And we were from all over the world. Europe, the United States. None of us had a TV. Why do you think that was? Every single one of us had already learned to tune in, to listen to our own conductor, to start conducting ourselves so that we could conduct ourselves. And our cells listen. Our cells listen to every single word we say, every thought we think, every scenario we imagine. Our cells tune in. When we're imagining scenarios of doom and gloom, do you know what happens to our cells? Our cells go, whoa, red alert, red alert. We got to protect ourselves. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. And our cells try to start protecting themselves from the visions that are dancing through our heads of doom and gloom. This is what's going on with our cells. When the visions of doom and gloom stop scrolling through our imaginations 24/7, and we start utilizing the power of our own imagination to imagine our earthly reality, the heaven on earth that we came here to live, when we start focusing on what it is that we desire, not on what we don't want, there are forces that want us to be in a living nightmare because they profit from our nightmare. They're profiting from our fears. This is the dark that has been in power for eons, hijacking our imaginations, telling us we have to go to work, we have to have a job. You can't just live and be happy. You have to go do this. You can't be a musician. You can't be an actor. You can't be a writer. There's no good in that. You have to go be a nurse, or you have to go be a lawyer. You have to go do this because you won't ever make it if you do something else. Stop. Stop listening to the other voices in your head. They're not yours. Health and happiness are yours. They belong to all of us. But we have to stop listening to the stories of doom and gloom and believing them and imagining them 24/7, because all we're doing is creating more. We could have a completely disease-free reality easily by 2050, by 2012, by 2030. If we all just start focusing our powers, the power that we each have to heal ourselves, to bring ourselves back into balance with our own inner light. So today, I am appealing to all of you light workers. Wake up from the disease daze. They have put us in a daze. They have hijacked our attention through commercials, through bombardment, disease, 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 pills, 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 shots, shots, shots. They have hijacked our attention. We have to take our attention point back. We have to wake ourselves up from the daze. We don't have to create that anymore. Health and well-being is ours by nature. Our bodies are designed to automatically heal and rebalance themselves when we start conducting ourselves in accordance to our soul's purpose. We are each here with a mission. We are each here to help bring heaven back to earth and reclaim our power from the dark forces that have been ruling humanity for eons. Light always overrides the dark. When we walk into a dark room and we turn the light on, we see what we've been bumping into, smashing our shins against the furniture for decades, tripping over ourselves in the dark. It's time to stop bruising ourselves. It is time to turn on the light and see what's been causing the problems, and stop allowing the ones who have been causing the problems, hijacking our point of attention. It's time to take our power back. If you're struggling with your body, please reach out. I will show you how to take your power back. I will show you how to uncreate whatever it is you've created. There is nothing that cannot be uncreated simply by taking your power back. Conscious self-healing starts on February 15th. If you'd like into this 6-week course that shows you how to uncreate whatever physical malady you have created, let's take our power back. Let's everybody get on the same page. Let's start taking our individual power back. The same page means the page of love, of light, of heaven on earth. Creating what we want, not what we don't want. Creating a beautiful symphony of life on this planet. A symphony of prosperity for all, health and well-being for all, where we all work together for a greater good, for health and harmony, for ourselves and for this planet, for every being, every human, every animal, every plant, every fish in the ocean. It's time to start creating heaven on earth. And we can only do that by using the tool of our imagination. We have to start focusing on what it is we want and stop buying the stories of what's wrong with us. I hope this was helpful. It's probably pushed some buttons. And if it has, that's great. Listen to this again. Share this. If this has been helpful, if you're listening, write some comments. Let me know what you think. You don't have to agree with me. But I want to see you empowered. I'm tired of seeing people walking around in the disease daze, D-A-Z-E, just thinking that we have to keep creating more and more disease. We don't. It's time to wake ourselves up from the daze, shake it off, and get on about our business as light workers, turning the light back on for all to see. Thank you for joining me for this week. Until next week. If you'd like to, if you're watching this and you'd like to have more information about conscious self-healing, so how you can participate, please reach out to me through Messenger, through my website, connectingyoutoyou.com. I am here on Facebook. My Facebook group is Soul Sourced Healing. I will be here on Facebook for a little while longer until I move to a brand new, beautiful, amazing platform that I can't wait to tell you all about. If you'd like more information about that now, reach out. I will be more than happy to tell you. All right. Thanks so much. Create for yourselves a great week. Till next time, use your imaginations wisely.